Okay, I'm back. I had to clear up some energy. Clear up some space. So, like I said, the drama magnet has this way of like using drama, or they, there could be somebody who projected that energy towards you, or even just somebody who is, just full of drama, keep a lot of stuff going, and essentially that's their way of getting attention from other people. Okay, there's this energy of using drama to get attention from other people, just like with the personalizer, they take it personal and it's just for attention. It's to get the attention of other people, because that's a form of narcissism. Then you have the big talker. This is someone who, basically what it says, big talker. They talk a lot, talk a good game, but they do not deliver. Or they don't fully deliver on what they speak on, right? Someone could be projecting that energy onto you as well, where you're talking big and you have all these grandiose plans, and then you don't finish or be able to make it through all the things that you plan. And then you have the sexualizer. This is somebody who gets attention through sex or sexualization of things, right? Seeing that they could be projecting that energy. I know if you guys been getting readings from other readers, there's a lot of energy of people trying to do love spells and lust spells and things of that nature, and then you have the pampered prince or princess. This is the energy of somebody who, if they don't get their way, they throw a temper tantrum. I don't know if you guys have been dealing with the same thing, but in my spiritual warfare, in my experience, there is someone who is like, I want to say that this is a child, but I also want to say that this is an adult. Okay, so I'll have to say like it's an adult child that's used to getting what he or she wants from a parent or parents. And whenever the spell work isn't working, I've heard this person running to their parents to get them to do the spell work, their mother, and other people to get the spell work to work. And then you have the moralizer here. This is somebody with a secret dark side. With the moralizer, this is somebody who would preach against one thing and actually secretly want that. So they may say that, one person is like, or they might do like a hate speech, or they might talk about how it's immoral to, do same sex, for instance, but secretly that's what they want. Okay. So I've seen this in my spiritual warfare, because like I said, the warfare that was sent towards me came from like a transsexual, non-binary people. It was from the LGBTQ community. Not just that, it was a family as well, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to stuff like that, it was like a lot of them, like they were, I put it like this, I was, clairaudient, and on top of the spell work that they were doing, because they wanted to be heard, okay, and they wanted to voice their opinion, so I've been called all kind of stuff, and it's like, after a while, you just tune it out, you just don't, they say it, but it doesn't hold weight, because it's like, the same thing you're trying to accuse me of is what you are. That's just like one day there was somebody in the group who said that my father was gay. Okay, so I'm like, what the hell? So I call my father and I'm asking him. He's laughing and shit, because he's like, no, there's no fucking way, no. But years later, come to find out, that person's father was gay. You know what I'm saying? Actually, he's bisexual. And how I know is because that's one of the parents that the adult child was running to get this spell work done. And also, I don't know if you're dealt with the same situation, but there is somebody who wanted, who is like bisexual or whatever, that wanted a person to be a third in a marriage or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's this person right here. That's some, you know what I'm saying? Some, a moralizer. Like in the public, this person wouldn't carry themselves in that way, but they have a dark side to them. Okay, so next we have defensive. Okay, let's see, defensiveness. Okay, other things that they've tried to weaponize against you have to do about autonomous free will. I don't know if they, in my experience, I had some people who tried to tap into like, tried to do like spell work on my free will and my things of that nature, but essentially what it turned into was basically a big psychological game. Okay, where they wanted to con me or to wanted me to believe that I didn't have this autonomous free will, or when I did have this autonomous free will, it was the elimination of choices for me to free willingly pick certain choices that would lead me away from where I wanted to be, to make you think that you have free will. It's kind of like, it's that CIA tactic that they use, where it's like it's basically, it works like this. Like, if you have a child and you want that child to eat vegetables, basically you just say, hey, okay, so tonight for dinner, do you want carrots, or do you want broccoli? The child is going to choose one of the vegetables, essentially, because they think it's their free will. But what they don't understand behind the scenes is that you're letting them pick a vegetable. You're basically putting them in a position where you're going to eat a vegetable, but it's up to you which one you're going to eat tonight. So is that truly free will, is the question, okay? And then you have intelligent in own way. People like to believe that they're intelligent in their own way. So yeah, they definitely, there was, maybe it was spell work, but maybe more manipulation, dark psychology, basically, is what this is. And it's designed to make you question your intelligence. If you're free, if you're free will, if you're intelligent enough to make certain decisions and things of that nature, and make you question, are you really good and decent, or a good and decent person? Okay. Next, okay, moving along. Next, generally it says, if you change your attitude, you change your circumstances. That's something that we understand, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about these personality traits here, about these attitudes that came alongside with it. And essentially what happens here is that there are 5 different personality traits if you're dealing with an entire group. Like me, myself, I believe this to be like a cult, a coven, a family, a gang, whatever you want to call it, right? But they all have these 5 traits in common. Each person in the group has one of these personalities. There's one person that is extremely hostile. This person blames others for their downfalls, and they create hostility when there is none, only because of how they feel about themselves and how hostile they are internally. Then you have someone who is anxious here. This is someone who is a control freak. They do everything they can to try to micromanage. So there could have been spell work against you about, trying to get you to, in this energy of micromanaging your time. Okay. Or always feeling, or always in this anxious energy. And then you have this avoidance energy. This energy was designed to get you to doubt yourself and feel insecure. Okay. And then you have this depressive energy. This depressive energy, or this person with this depressive personality, this person generally, they're in this depressive energy, and it basically draws people in, because all of this has to do with attention. But what's going on is this person, in this depressive energy, this depression, it's like they're calling out for help for people, and it doesn't matter how much you help this person, it's never good enough. Okay. You know why? Because that person has insecurities of their own. You know what I'm saying? And what they do is they use that attention to betray and backstab people around them. So it's kind of like, if it's kind of like the energy of a siren. Basically, the original story of a siren was that you would see a woman offshore and you would think that she is drowning. But once you get closer to her, she begins to sing, and she trances the men and lead them to their death. You see what I'm saying? It's a false call for help. And then you have this resentful energy here. This has to do with a person who is pretty much paranoid, and they wrongfully, like, it's like basically just paranoia, okay? And I'm just gonna leave it like that, okay? Also, everyone has a dark side, so whatever your dark side is, that right there is going to help you break through a lot of the spell work here, because some of the spell work, if you are a light worker, you're being expected to take the high road. You're expected to love and light, forgive, and all that other shit here. But essentially, with that dark side, it's like you join up with the darker side of yourself and balance that energy out. Now, when it comes to the dark side, I'm gonna break it down and explain it. Like, people who are the dark side, like, say if you're dealing with somebody who's like a tough guy, right? Who think that they can handle everything, or that they can, whatever. This person is actually pretty soft on the inside. They're not as strong as they let off to be, but they do this to try to control the situation, right? And then you have the saint. This is somebody who, once power is in their hands, they will abuse that. I'm guilty of that. Honestly, I'm guilty of that one. I know that there was a projection on me, trying, even now, where there's this false sense of being attacked. And essentially, this person tries to, jump in my energy and to try to make it feel like I'm being attacked, or I'm being threatened, or this victim mentality, so that I will react a certain kind of way. And that's the energy that they take and they use to tell other people about stuff that I've done against them, or try, what I'm saying, without telling the whole story. And essentially what happens is, it makes you feel like once you have the power to, like, stop this person, or break this person down, it's designed to upset you or anger you so bad that once you are in power or authority over them, it'll make you want to beat the dog shit out of them on a daily fucking basis. You see what I'm saying? And I'm guilty of that. At one point I did, and some days I do want to do that. But there's something that I had to understand about that, is like, I have to let that dark side out. So I don't intend on restricting myself at all. If I have to do something fucked up to get my point across, I'll do that. I'll do it. And then you have the fanatic here. This fanatic energy here has to do with somebody who has all these great ideas and stuff, but they fail to go through with it. Okay, so you may have that energy where somebody tried to project this energy onto you. There's a personality in this group that has this energy as well. So if you're wondering why you haven't achieved your goals, why you stopped midway, or why you haven't been seeing things all the way through, this energy could be projected onto you. Okay. And then you have the charmer. The charmer, generally their job is to go around and to charm people into listening to them or taking their side, just so that they can gossip about others. Generally, when you gossip about other people, that right there lets you know, it communicates your own weaknesses about yourself and how you feel about yourself, right? Then you have the rigid rationalist. The rigid rationalist, this is somebody who thinks that they're the smartest person in the room. Yes, this is another dark side that I had, because it was like, because of their the tactics that was being used against me, it's like I would call them out. It's like I would call them out all the time, but me myself thinking I was the smartest motherfucker in the room, really what I was doing was confirming to these people about the spell work that they were doing. You see what I'm saying? Even this video could be confirmation for the spell work that they've sent my way, that they thought that I didn't notice, but I do notice it. It doesn't affect me, but I do notice it. It's kind of like getting a page. And some of it I've seen ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the snob. This is somebody who exerts superiority. They make it seem like that they're better than everybody else. I had this energy projected onto me, because that's not my vibe at all. My vibe isn't to think I'm better than anybody, especially after all the reading and the things that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And then last, you have the entrepreneur. This is somebody who wants people basically to work and take care of them. So you could be dealing with someone like that too, as well. You know, these are, like I said, these are the dark sides and the personalities affiliated, right? All right, so I'm almost done. I know it's a lot, but I'm almost done. So next is identifying the envy. That's what it was. Envy here. Now, a lot of us are attacked out of envy, okay? The signs of envy, and yes, this will be in the book part 2, right? And like I said, it's a summary. The person reads it to you, so if you're at work, you can just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? You're on the road, just give it a listen over, and it's really good. It's really good. It's really insightful. But just like I dropped that last that one reading and was exposing the kind of spell work that was being done against you, this is the psychological aspect that's being used to try to if you are going through spiritual warfare, and if they intend to try to, you know, torture you, or you do torturous acts towards you. So basically, with envy, there are signs of envy, like backbiting, poisonous praise, basically push and pull, them getting close to you to try to injure you or find out your secrets to betray you later. Poisonous praise, whereas, you know, it was, you know, you'll listen to the book, and that right there will break down what to look out for, to notice, to find out if somebody is basically envious of you. You know what I'm saying? Like the traits, like the change in facial expressions when you say certain things. Like when you say something good, it's kind of like you can see it in their face that, you know, something is wrong. They're not happy for you. But when something messed up happens to you, their face lights up in a certain kind of way, which, you know, will let you know, like, okay, this person is envious of me, and I have to keep my praise to myself. So there's types of envy here. First and foremost, you have, or these are the types of envy that these people, or, you know, people, person, family, whatever. It could even be a shaman or whatever it may be, whoever has been spending spiritual attacks towards you. But these are aspects of that person's envy, or source of their envy and personality trait. You have the leveler. This person looks for injustice just to bring people down. So this person will examine your life just to find something that you've done wrong and try to bring you down, use that to bring you down. That's a tactic. To let the leveler, they will try to bring you down to their level. You know, like, say if they know you're insecure about something, and you just, like, say you just accomplished something, they'll think of something that makes you insecure, and they'll throw it in your face to bring you down. Right? It's all this envious energy is all about humbling, in their opinion. The people who attack you or who are envious of you, the excuse that they use for doing fucked up things to you is, in their mind, humbling you. I know, because I've been through it. Then you have the self-entitled slacker. This is somebody who feel like they are entitled to be successful. They feel like there are signs, and you know, just like with the twin flame journey and things of that nature. I have somebody who's jealous of me because they are mad that I have a twin flame and they don't. This person doesn't have a twin flame, but that person feel entitled to a twin flame. But in order to do that, you have to do the work. You know what I mean? You have to do shadow work. If you're afraid to do the shadow work, it doesn't matter who you can have a twin flame, and if you get with that person, it's going to be fucking toxic because you didn't do the inner work. You don't want to do the inner work now. Now imagine if you got a twin flame. With the twin flame, that person, you both are responsible for, you both share a soul, and you both split up the responsibility of that shadow work that has to be done. So if that other person doesn't do that shadow work, guess what? It's going to it's going to fall into your lap. And you're going to have to address it, but it's going to be a lifetime of you being shackled to somebody who you have to continue to fight their shadow self on top of keeping your shadow self in check. But yet they want a twin flame. They don't know the whole thing about that. And then you have the status fiend here, getting back to the envious. There's the status fiend. This is somebody who, is envious for rank. There's a certain rank that they want. They want to be respected in a certain kind of way, right? So they are envious towards others because, for the sake of rank. Then you have the attacher. This is somebody who joins up or latches on to people who are more successful than them in order to come up. That's what I'm dealing with right now in my spiritual warfare. I have someone or a group of people who've attached themselves or tried to attach themselves to me. And the reason why, although they said that I was gay or that I was fat, that I was ugly, that I was stupid, or, all this other shit, that I was evil, that I was the devil, that I was a demon, that I was an angel, that I was this, that I was that. After all of that shit, why the fuck would you try to attach yourself to somebody like that? Out of all the fucked up shit that you ever said, why the fuck would you try to attach yourself to somebody who, quote unquote, is, a demon or a devil? You don't like those things that you accuse somebody of being, but you attached yourself to that person. What kind of fucking sense is that? That's dumb as hell, ain't it? Yeah, it is. And that takes me back to that dark side shit that I was talking about the original rationalist, like about being the smartest motherfucker in the room. Because the motherfucker does the spell work, but they don't think about shit like this. And then next you have the insecure master. This is somebody who mastered art, okay, regardless of what it may be. They are really good at something. They're exceptional, right? But guess what? They're insecure about it. They're afraid of people usurping them. They're afraid of the next strongest person coming up and making them a memory. So what they do is they attack people weaker than them to keep them down and keep them from moving up in the world, right? That's why, because of this type of envy here, or this personality of envy, that's why the 48 law of power, very first law, I believe it says, never outshine the master. Masters generally, I guess that's a trait of, maybe not all masters, but some masters. If you try to outshine them, then, there could be consequences. That person taught you everything that you knew. And then there's this grandiosity energy here. This grandiose energy here, and this is the last one, that has to do with the leader of the group, the person who's in charge of the group altogether, right? Because like I said, everything is communal. Well, the person that's the leader, the traits that they may have, if you want to find out who's the leader or not, this person have this idea that they were destined to be some kind of leader, like they were chosen for greatness in some way, shape, or form, based off of something that happened in their childhood or some kind of former experience that they've been through. Then you have the second trait of grandiosity, has to do with the common man. That right there is, this person will try to make it seem like that they are, a regular person just like you. Kind of like a representative, like a state representative, right? Next, you have the savior. They feel like, these people, they feel like the only way that they can, pretty much that they can save everybody, or that pretty much they're the savior of the group. And the vibe that I give with this is like, especially with a narcissist, is that this person gives off that energy like they need people to need them to save them. You see what I'm saying? And then you got change rules. This is somebody who could change, once they get in there and they, got everybody liking them and all that other stuff. They changed the rules. They changed the rules around, and the change of those rules, because people already like them, a lot of them people, see nothing wrong with these people. You know what I'm saying? And then you have everything touched turns to gold. This is somebody who feel like that they can do, no matter what they do, it's 100% perfect. And if they do fail or come up short, it's because of somebody else, or there's an outside circumstance that's responsible. And then you have invulnerability. This has to do with, pretty much what it says, right? They feel like they are invulnerable. And then, yeah, so that's all I got with that, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards. I don't know how to do the, I don't know how to do the timestamps, so I don't know. This one ain't gonna have timestamps. All right, so let's see what our ancestors and spirit guides have to tell us about what's to come. Let's see what's to come here, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of spreads here. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, so overall you have the ten of wands. Ten of swords in reverse here. Yeah. So this could be a resurrection, or somebody repairing themselves after some kind of betrayal or coming back from something. This give me the vibe of a redemption. Somebody could be redeeming themselves. I know it's been a while since I did a reading, but that's the vibe that I get, or the energy that I get, is like some kind of redemption energy here, right? You have the Knight of Cups here in reverse, and you have the Ten of Wands out here. So yeah, it looks like somebody all of a sudden redeemed themselves. It's like somebody is walking away from this idea of like some kind of love offer or something coming in, and they're getting back to work to doing what they're supposed to be doing, is what I'm getting here. This give me the vibe of somebody basically getting back to work, Let's see what else we got out here. There's a Knight of Cups out here. I wonder if there was like a love offer that's not coming in, or somebody taking back some kind of love offer. Yeah, there's a lot of action energy that's going on out here. You have the Seven of Wands out here. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and you have the Nine of Cups. So essentially here, it looks like you're going to have to defend something. The vibe is what I'm getting here. If this was a love offer that was supposed to come in that did not come in because you were focused on work, you could be trying to defend yourself, or there's a defensive energy here where you basically could be fighting off a group like I was talking about before, or there's a lot of things that need your basically the energy of there's a lot of things that need your attention at one time, right? And then you have the Nine of Wands out here in reverse. With the Nine of Wands in reverse here, this gives me the vibe of somebody who is letting their guard down, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what's going to balance this thing out, So basically, if you're looking for love and stuff like that, this is not the time to be overworked. But yeah, I guess if you're looking for love, yeah, this definitely isn't the right time to overdo it in terms of work. I would say a good, healthy work-life balance is called for here, especially with this redemption energy and this Nine of Wands in reverse. This gives me the vibe of letting your guard down and letting someone in. You could be really defensive, and the universe is pretty much telling you that you have to let your guard down in order to get this Nine of Cups energy here. okay? Because someone is trying to put an end to this Nine of Cups energy. But in order for the universe to balance itself out, you have to open up and allow somebody to come in. You have to open up and let someone in. So you may be closed off and focusing on work and trying to pretty much you were probably dealt a blow deliberately, and it could have been involving several people here. But the vibe that I'm getting here is that the spirit of redemption is out here. God is redeeming you. He's basically reinvigorating your drive and your soul. Okay, you're being I don't want to say salvaged, but I want to say more like you're being repaired. Okay. Then you have the Two of Cups out here. Yeah. It looks like God, or whoever you believe, but I'll say God and Holy Spirit. It looks like the Holy Spirit or God has a love offer coming in for you. You may have been defending this, there was a lot of hard work when it comes to this love offer. You probably been trying to manifest your ass off, or maybe this is a reward for all the hard work. But it seems here that there's a love offer that's going to come in here soon with the Two of Cups. Either that, or you want to make a love offer towards somebody, right? You got the Eight of Pentacles out here. Yeah, you've been working really hard, and that's the only detriment to this love offer. Either it's your schedule or the other person's schedule of working really hard. It gives you the vibe of maybe even picking up extra hours at work, because it is that time of year where excuse me, it's kind of late. It definitely give me that vibe of saving up for the holidays and things of that nature, because we got the holidays coming up. So yeah, it's definitely that energy here. Let's see what else we got here. You got the Ten of Cups in reverse here. This Ten of Cups in reverse energy here has to do with emotional depletion. Now's the time to start restoring your emotional energy here. We've done the hard work with restoring our spiritual energy, right? Where we were doing a lot of praying and things of that nature from spiritual warfare. And then we had to do mental recovery, because you probably went through a series of mental attacks, but it just made your mind stronger to just kind of like ignore, walk away, or leave alone what was directed towards you in some way, shape, or form. You did it in your own way. Now you're being asked to balance yourself out emotionally with this emotional energy out here, because the last part of your balance is the physical part, and you could have already mastered the physical part, or any combination of those four. You know what I mean? You could have already mastered those. However, it's the emotionally, you could be a little bit bitter. Let's be real. There could be some bitterness here, or you may feel like that you're not going to get this family opportunity or something. It's basically an emotional energy of pessimism. That's not what God's, that's going to change. Whoever this person is, once they come in, you guys are going to be making a whole lot of money together. You guys are going to be working together, and there's a whole lot of money that's going to be that's going to be in that motherfucker. I'm just going to be real. With this Ten of Cups in reverse, this that energy of whatever that is, of being lonely and bitter and stuff like that, that's gonna go away. That's gonna go away. Yeah, you got the Judgment card out here. So yeah, there's a decision you need to make right now. Let's see what this decision has to do with. But yeah, there's a decision you have to make right now, and I'm thinking that it has to do with, are you going to let this person in or not? Because if you're not going to let that person in, you can go back to work. But, when you let someone like this in, you may have to change your work schedule to make time for each other. Or you both may need to change your schedules, is the vibe I'm getting. So what I have here is the Page of Cups in reverse. I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, in the upright. And I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. So, yeah. Maybe this person has kids or something like that. And they're trying to... yeah, this person may have kids. And maybe that's what it is. Is like they're trying to stack up money for their kids. And that's what's really affecting, you know, your connection or this person from coming in. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and then you have the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there could have been like some immature energy in here where it's like maybe they were in a relationship with somebody who was immature, or like what I described before. You know what I'm saying? And they may not have much. Whoever this person is, they may not have much, but they're going to make a small offer towards you. You know? If it's my other half, they better hurry the fuck up. And I ain't got time for that bullshit. You know, fuck trying to make a peace offering and all that shit. Hell no. That ain't how me and my half get down at all. We don't do all of that. Oh, I gotta buy you super nice shit bullshit. I just don't believe in that. What I believe in is like, you know, sincerity, authenticity, and being genuine. You know, like, you know, a good heartfelt hug, and, you know, good conversation about what really happened, and, you know what I'm saying, without either one of us getting offended or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That will outweigh any gift that you can buy me. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that I value the most. You know what I mean? I don't think I've even celebrated Christmas in about 7 years now. I don't celebrate Christmas and shit like that because, first of all, what it stood for is Saturnalia. You know, I do celebrate the Christ aspect of it, but in terms of like the gift giving aspect, I'm not really into all of that. I mean, I got nieces and nephews, and yeah, I might get them little things here and there, but in terms of like expecting a gift in return, that's not what I like. I'm more of a genuine kind of person. I will prefer your time. You know what I'm saying? Like our time, because the thing is that, especially when it comes to like marriages and stuff like that, you know. And I was thinking about this the other day about prenuptial agreements. I'm pro prenuptial agreement for this very reason. I'm not the kind of person where I want to take everything that my spouse have if we got kids together. I want the kids to have, you know, the material shit, because the way I want it, you know, and I know it's kind of selfish, but the way I want it is where like I build my empire, you build yours. Even if I have to help you build your empire, or if you have to help me build my empire, that's fine. Because if anything happened between me and you know, which is why I was signing prenuptial, is, you know, you have your own house, I have my own house. You're not getting put out on the street. No, you're going back to your other house, or I'm going back to my house. You see what I'm saying? That way it ain't no bullshit where it's just like this whole drawn out mess about, you know. And I think that takes a lot of weight off the relationship, where it's just like, you know, if you're gonna cheat, or if you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do, one, you're an adult, and I can't make you be faithful. However, I don't think I should. It's not worth suing you over, because essentially that's the way I see a divorce, as being sued. You know, and I've seen people getting sued all the time, because essentially my personality, you know, if it don't work out, then I'm just gonna go back to work. You know, but the positive, the pro side of the prenuptial is basically like, it will encourage me to spend more time with you. You know what I'm saying? Or with my wife. And because time is something you can't get back. That's a currency you can't get back. Love is a currency you can't. I mean, you can sort of get that back. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have the memories, you know what I'm saying, than to get caught up in all of this who owns what. That's why I would rather wait to find the right person than to just settle for certain stuff out here, because it's a lot. And I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, but this is my personal preference and what, you know what I mean? This is like a personal preference thing. But anyway, I'm done with all of that. I'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks for coming to check me out. If I come across any other books, I'm definitely gonna post it, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on anything else that I come across that I believe will help on the spiritual warfare journey. Basically, this is information that I wish I had when I went through my shit. Okay, so I love y'all all. Y'all take it easy and peace.